Hello and welcome to a new Allegro Network Multimeter tutorial. My name is Klaus Degner and I would like to show you today a new feature of release 4.1, which is the multi-storage feature. The Allegro can have multiple ring buffers and multiple SSDs or HDDs. What we decided to do with 4.1 is that you can have multiple ring buffers on an SSD or an HDD, and you can also have mixed combinations. So a classic use case here is you have an Allegro 1000 with a 2 terabyte SSD, and you would like to have 2 ring buffers. One for example, voice traffic for a very long time, and one for the complete office link with filter rules for quite short time. So what you can do in this case is, first, you can go to the settings of the packet ring buffer, and here you can increase the number of concurrent packet ring buffers. So if this number is, this number can be set up for to a high number and allows you to have more than one ring buffer. So next thing what we have here is I have attached 2 storages to an Allegro 500, and I can format them right now. So I'm doing this without a password and without a ring buffer. And so now I will format the second one. And just by doing this, I have now 2 devices. First thing what I can do is I can rename them and, for example, name this as my device A, for example. And then, of course, I can rename the second one, which is then, for example, just name it now here B. So once I've done this, I can now see which operations are open, what is in this share, everything. Now, once I go to packet ring buffer and create one, I have now all 3 buffers. And now in the configuration, I can allocate for each ring buffer space. So for example, now I could use 25% here. And now I have a ring buffer which is 16 gigabyte. And now I'm writing the packets to that ring buffer. But I could, for example, just allocate on the second a ring buffer, and it's recommended to use the same size there. So let me do that here. And now I have a ring buffer shared on both disks. Now, for example, I could start here a second ring buffer and add the rest of the space to that. And now, for example, give this ring buffer a specific filter rule. So, for example, that I would like to have on that ring buffer only, let me, for example, use RTP traffic here. So we store only RTP traffic. So if it's RTP, or let's do the offside. If it's not RTP, discard. So, we added also the feature that you can put comments on the packet rule, why you did that rule. And now we see here that we discard quite a lot of packets because there is right now no RTP. And now I have 2 ring buffers mixed. This gives you the big advantage to use multiple SSDs or HDDs, having multiple ring buffers, and you can now split your link, for example, having 4 different virtual link groups, different ring buffers, and so on. A small remark here is we recommend not to use multiple ring buffers on HDDs if both ring buffers will have a constant high rate of data. HDDs are not good writing 2 streams at the same time. For SSDs, it's not a problem. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope we can see you in another video.